Number 14, Scott. Taking the tip off for Berkshire will be Michaels, number 23, Boswell, number 5, Nordy, and finally number 30, and number 30, Karras. And Jenkins will be taking the tip off for Hotchkiss, and here it goes. And Jenkins will win it for Hotchkiss, and O'Neill will get the ball. So Hotchkiss will start with the first possession of the game here. Here passes to Brewster. Brewster circles, finds Kemp. Kemp throws it inside to O'Neill. Back to Kemp. Mitchell. Inside, nice pass to O'Neill. No, O'Neill's floater won't go. Rebounded by Karras, and here's Karras pushing it. Passes off to Boswell. Boswell sets a play. Here's Boswell drives, passes inside to Michaels. Michaels now taking the point. Guarded by Jenkins. Michaels drives. Michaels all the way to the basket and hits it. And here's Kemp trying to answer quickly for Hotchkiss after a nice offensive possession by Berkshire. Here's Brewster, back to Kemp. Kemp circles around, goes all the way to Jenkins, who pushes outside to Mitchell as an open three, and Mitchell's three won't go off the mark, and it's rebounded by number 14, Scott. And here's Scott, passes it off to Michaels. Michaels thinks about shooting. Now he does shoot, open three, and Michaels is gonna hit the open three. The big man for Berkshire getting it done as Berkshire leads 5-0. Here's Kemp. Passes to Mitchell. Mitchell surveys. Brewster. Brewster puts it inside. Jenkins tipped away, gotten by Kemp. Kemp with the three. Kemp hits the three. Deep three from Kemp, guarded by number 14 once again, Scott. And Scott had a good contest there. Is now pushing the basket is Nordy. Nordy gets it stolen by Brewster. An errant pass there. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell drives all the way to the basket, and his shot will roll in. Nice bit of skill there from Mitchell as he was able to get the roll off the basket. And now retaking the point for Berkshire with a tie game 5-5 is Boswell. Here's Boswell, passes it inside to Scott. Scott tries to post up on Mitchell, now passes outside. Driving, and a foul by O'Neill. And that was Karras with the offensive foul, nice play by O'Neill there. As that's going to be the first logged foul of the game for Berkshire for either team. In fact, it's going to be on number 30, Karras. And now, setting up another play is Mitchell. Mitchell passes to Kemp, who passes back to Mitchell. Now Kemp's going to run around, but Mitchell finds O'Neill instead. It was a wide open mid-range, won't get it. Tipped up by Brewster and rebounded by Berkshire. That's number 23, Boswell. Boswell pushing. Boswell inside. Boswell won't get the M1, but he will get the two foul shots from Brewster. And that's Brewster's first foul of the game and the first foul of the game for Hotchkiss. As Boswell with a chance to break this 5-5 tie. And here's his first free throw. And it swishes home. Second shot. And he won't hit the second one. Nice rebound by Jenkins as he passes to O'Neill, who's going to try and hurry up the offense. Here's O'Neill, guarded inside. Jenkins, back inside to O'Neill. O'Neill drives. Nice move by O'Neill to get the basket. And it's stolen by Brewster. What a nice move. And inside Mitchell. Mitchell gets the layup. Miles Brewster with an amazing defensive play. A lot of defensive IQ went into that. Now Hotchkiss is pressuring Berkshire with the full court. But now getting the basket is Nordy. Nordy. And it's going to be a jump ball by Hotchkiss. Nice defensive play there from Kemp. It's going to remain Berkshire's ball, but still putting the pressure on. And with 22 seconds left on the shot clock, Berkshire is going to take the ball underneath their basket. As inbounding it is Boswell. Boswell kicks it out to Nordy. Nordy driving on Brewster. Nordy inside. Nordy's shot almost goes, but a nice rebound. And it's stolen away by O'Neill. Pushes it to Brewster. Brewster inside, gets it tipped away by Michaels, and Mitchell is not able to secure the ball. It's going to be Berkshire's ball. As inbounding it once again is Michaels. And Hotchkiss is going to keep up their press. Michaels is going to have it tipped away by Jenkins. Nice play there. It's going to resume with Berkshire's ball, but still they're having trouble beating this press right now. Hotchkiss has had a few easy points off it so far. As here he gets it outside of Nordy. Nordy is guarded by Kemp. Is going to try and slow things down a little for Berkshire. He's going to call a play around as Scott now has the ball, guarded by Mitchell. Scott drives inside, and Scott's going to get called for the travel. Nice bit of defense from Mitchell. Scott thought he had the and one basket there, but instead, ref's going to give the edge to Hotchkiss here. As now it's Brewster, thinks about shooting. Now Jenkins, who does shoot, and Jenkins hits the three. Nice three from the corner there for Jenkins. They are attacking them at the rim and from the free-throw line right now. And Berkshire has to respond here. Here's Karras. Tries to get some of his players to move around for outlets. Here's Karras, drives on O'Neal. Karras stops and shoots. And a nice roll there from the ball as it's going to roll in for Berkshire. Hotchkiss leading 12-6. Here's Brewster. Outside, Kemp thinks about shooting. Now passes to Brewster, does shoot. Brewster's shot is just off the mark, and it's rebounded by Scott, who passes it out to Boswell, and now Boswell is going to take the point. And he's going to call the play, getting a pick from Scott, but instead he's going to drive, and he's going to get an early foul call from Kemp long before the shot. And it's the second foul of the game for Hotchkiss, first for Kemp. As now Berkshire's going to get the ball on the side of the court. Here's Boswell inside to Nordy. And Nordy's really trying to get that pick from Michaels, almost forcing it there. Outside, Scott. Michaels with a three. And Michaels hits his second three of the game. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Jenkins. Nice pass there from Kemp, seeing the floor. Jenkins, nowhere to go. Now finds Brewster. Brewster is going to call O'Neal in. O'Neal gets inside, and O'Neal's pass just off the mark. Nice play there from Michaels to keep the ball in for Berkshire. Now they're going to have another chance to score, only down one. As Green is going to check in after the next stoppage for Hotchkiss. So here's Nordy. Nice bit of dribbling, and Nordy's going to get the and one with the foul from Brewster. As Nordy right now, he's punishing Hotchkiss's man, getting inside with no help from anyone. Brewster had to foul there. Nordy was just able to get the roll off his fingertip, as upcoming is his first and only free throw to give Berkshire a 2-point lead, 14-12 it would be, currently 13-12. And his shot won't go, just off the mark, and it's rebounded by O'Neal, pushes it to Green, who just got subbed in. Also subbed in is Amabellino for Hotchkiss, their big man who injured his hand. And here's Jenkins, Kemp almost gets it stolen, kicks it all the way out to O'Neal, thinks about passing, and O'Neal's going to get called for the travel as he walked before he took the dribble. As now pushing this Boswell. Boswell calling the same play with the pick from Michaels. Looks like he won't lose it. The coach is going to call a reset. Rushing to it is Karras. Inside Boswell. Boswell with the shot. Boswell's shot is off the mark. Almost gets his own rebound, but now it's rebounded by Scott. Nice job on the boards there from Berkshire. Tipping it away, and now here's Scott. Or Nordy, excuse me. Guarded by Green, and rebound by Amabellino after Nordy's nice pass inside Amabellino as Jenkins can't get the look around layup. And now pushing it once again is Scott. Almost gets it stolen by Kemp, but recovered by Nordy. And now Nordy is going to pass off to Boswell. Here's Rayshawn Boswell with a tough layup, and he hits it. Jenkins almost had the block there, but Boswell was able to get the ball just over his outstretched fingertips, and now looks like Brewster's going to come in after the next stoppage. Inside is O'Neal. O'Neal takes the mid-range, and he hits it. And once again now, Berkshire is leading 15-14 with about 9:30 left in the game, and they also have possession of the ball, trying to make this a 2-score game. as Nordy is going to be guarded by Green. He's going to look for the pick from Karras. Nordy drives all the way inside, and a nice job from Nordy. He's getting these open layup looks, and he's punishing Hotchkiss inside. Here's Jenkins, Green, Kemp, over to Amablino. Almost got it stolen, but here's Kemp inside, nice pass, Green, outside. O'Neal with the three, and O'Neal hits the three from downtown, as Hotchkiss is able to tie the game up with a really nice bit of passing there from the entire team. And just moving the ball has been one of their problems so far this season. They've gotten stuck a lot of times, but in that last possession, just showing how dangerous they can be if they're able to get that outlet. And now driving is Karras on Green. Karras with a tough layup, and he's going to get the bounce in. And once again, Berkshire is getting all their points off those tough layups being shot by their point guards. And now here's O'Neal inside. Over to Kemp. Kemp with the deep three. Won't go. And O'Neal rebounds but gets it stolen by Nordy, who just able to bring the pass in, and Nordy is going to get called for the offensive foul. And great job from Tavian Kemp to draw it. And looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Yes, we will have a Hotchkiss timeout, and subbing in after the timeout will be Brewster. And right now the score is currently Hotchkiss 17, Berkshire 19, with 8:24 left. We'll resume after the timeout. As outcoming first is Hotchkiss with possession, down 2 points, and now here comes Berkshire. And looks like Jenkins has been subbed out for Brewster. And no subs on Berkshire's side here, as their starting five will remain out. No subs yet at all for Berkshire, as now here's Green. Pushes the point, gets it over to Kemp. Kemp drives inside. Brewster with a deep three. Brewster's three won't go, but a nice rebound by Amablino. Amablino inside, layup won't go, and finally rebounded by Karras. Karras driving, Karras inside, and Karras gets another tough layup to go. As here's O'Neal trying to get Hotchkiss out of the slump. Here's Amablino, over to Kemp, back to Kemp. Kemp trying to find an outlet, nice pass inside Amablino, and Amablino will not get the shot to go, but he will get the foul call. And looks like the foul was called on Karras, and Berkshire will have its first sub of the game after the first free throw. And here's the first shot. And Amablino hits it. Subbing in for Berkshire is number 21, Badwan, and out is number 30, Karras. First sub of the game for Berkshire. As taking his second shot will be Adria Amablino. And his shot is short. Taking it is Michaels. Almost tipped away by Brewster. Switching a coverage and leaving Michaels open is Amablino, but he's not able to hit it. Berkshire almost took advantage of the miscommunication. And here's Green, nice pass inside to O'Neal, who kicks it out. Amablino thinks about shooting and is going to get called for the travel. As subbing in is Mitchell for Brewster for Hotchkiss. As trying to get the inbound there is Nordy, and he does, to Boswell. And now here's Boswell. Back to Nordy. Guarded by Mitchell. Mitchell. Ball is tipped away by Kemp. Kemp drives down the court Inside, nice move. Can't get the layup, but a nice putback by Amabellino. Great defensive play all around from Kemp. A nice rebound and putback from Amabellino to cut the lead to 1. As here's Scott for Berkshire, guarded by Green, and Green will get called for the reach. And once again, another foul on Hotchkiss, but it's going to remain Berkshire's ball with a full shot clock. As here's Boswell. Boswell gets it over to Nordy. Nordy trying to pick things up for Berkshire. Gets a pick from Scott and a switch. Here's Boswell, guarded by Kemp. Inside Boswell, can't get the rebound to go, and a rebound by Mitchell. Here's Mitchell, the little guy, trying to reset the point. Passes all the way to O'Neal. O'Neal thinks about it, rechecks. Inside to Kemp, who can't get the handle, but it's going to get foul call. And this call is going to be on Michaels for Berkshire. Foul on Kemp. And Green's going to take the ball from underneath Berkshire's basket. As he's going to look to find Kemp, and he does. It's Kemp, guarded by Boswell. Inside Mitchell, outside Green. Tries to get the pass through, but it's stolen by Michaels. Inside Michaels, gets blocked by Amabellino, but a putback and a score from Boswell. As Berkshire is getting all their points off the boards. As Hotchkiss needs to capitalize on defense, getting those defensive rebounds. Here's Mitchell. Kemp, back to Mitchell, over to Amabellino. Passes inside Green. Green, Amabellino. And Amabellino's pass will go out. Miscommunication there as he passed before he looked, and Green had already moved. And it's going to be Berkshire's ball with a 3-point lead. They are leading 23-20. As subbed out is Amabellino, and in is Jenkins for Hotchkiss. Here's Boswell. Guarded by Kemp. Running things slow. Pass inside goes to Scott. Back out to Boswell. And now Boswell's going to try and drive, but gets pushed away by his own man. And Scott's going to get the pass, though. And now Scott pushes on Green, and a nice finger roll there from Scott. Off the guard by Green. Here's Jenkins. Jenkins driving it is O'Neal, and O'Neal gets the mid-range jumper. And so far today, Berkshire has really given Hotchkiss those jumpers. They haven't given them the inside shots with their zone, but Hotchkiss, who've been running man the whole game, has given Berkshire the opportunity with a boatload of easy layups. And now here's Nordy taking the point, trying to keep the scoring run up. Here's Nordy driving, gets tipped by O'Neal, and he gets the rebound. And now O'Neal pushes it, takes another mid-range jumper, highly contested, and he gets the extremely friendly roll in, as O'Neal's loving it. And now pushing once again is Boswell for Berkshire. And looks like Berkshire's going to call a timeout here, as the coach saw something he didn't like, and Berkshire's going to talk it over, so is Hotchkiss, and we'll resume after the 30 seconds. As out comes Hotchkiss. And here comes Berkshire with possession and the 1-point lead, leading 25-24 with 4:41 left in the first half. As subbing back in for Berkshire is Karras, and he gets it into Nordy. Still in is Badwan though, so Berkshire had to sub one of their starters, and now here's Karras starting right off with a deep three, and he hits it. With a step back three right in Green's face, and a way to make a statement for Berkshire here. Here's Jenkins. Jenkins with a bad pass, and it's stolen by Boswell, who's gonna have a wide open lane, almost blocked by Jenkins, but he's gonna get the easy layup. And here's Mitchell. Kemp over to Jenkins. Jenkins with the open three, and Jenkins hits the three. Here's Boswell for Berkshire, trying to answer right back as they have done all game. And they still are controlling with a 3-point lead. Driving is Boswell. Boswell with a tough layup, and he's hit those all day over Kemp. Here's Green. Green guarded by Nordy. Over to Jenkins. Mitchell. Mitchell resets to Jenkins. Over to O'Neal. O'Neal's gonna drive in. Reset, nice defense, and a foul is gonna get called on Nordy, who reached all the way around and shoved O'Neal. And now trying to sub in is Amabellino for Hotchkiss. And that's Nordy's first foul of the game. Subbing out is Green for Hotchkiss, in is Amabellino. As here's Mitchell all the way out to Amabellino. Back to Mitchell. O'Neal. O'Neal swings to Jenkins. Swings inside Amabellino. Now Amabellino all the way around, and a bad pass. Went through the hands of O'Neal just a little high. And Berkshire's gonna take back possession. Still with now with a 5-point lead, trying to make it more. As here's Boswell. Guarded by Mitchell. Hotchkiss has pulled off the full court press, and are now in zone. Looks like they switched after the timeout. As here's Mitchell. Kemp over to Boswell. Boswell resets all the way over to Nordy. Nordy with a deep three. And Nordy's three is well off the mark. And a rebound there from Karras, but it's tipped away and stolen by O'Neal, who now pushes the point. And here's Kemp. Kemp drives inside, gets the ball tipped away from Boswell, and Boswell looks for the outlet but won't get it. Now he will, as Boswell's gonna drive on O'Neal. Gets it stolen now from Amabellino, who has a bad pass to Mitchell. A couple bad passes from Amabellino so far in this game, and Berkshire's gonna get the ball back. As here's Boswell. Karras, they're running the play. Back over to Karras, who has a shot at three. Off the mark, rebound Amabellino. As pushing in is Kemp. Jenkins passes all the way to Mitchell, who finds O'Neal in the corner. And O'Neal's shot will bounce off the basket and roll out of bounds. No lucky bounce for him this time. As taking the inbound is Michaels, and Hotchkiss will resume a part of their full court press. Rushing it is Nordy. Nordy over, stolen by Amabellino, nice play. And now Amabellino trying to make up for it. Here's Mitchell, fakes. Mitchell calls for a screen, won't get it, but finds Kemp instead, who looks inside Amabellino, and one! With the foul from Badwan, and Amabellino for a chance with a 3-point play, which would be huge for Hotchkiss, trailing 29-32 to Berkshire right now, with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. As Amabellino's shot to make it a 2-point game. And it's off the mark, but a nice rebound from Mitchell, as he got a nice bounce from the basket, from the rim, inside Kemp, pass to Amabellino, and Amabellino gets the layup. As Hotchkiss now only trails by 1. As here's Nordy. Boswell, guarded from Kemp. Boswell drives inside, tries to pass, gets it to Karras. Nice block from Amabellino. As O'Neal gets it stolen away, nobody recovers it. Now Hotchkiss is gonna have a 5-on-4 opportunity until Karras gets back, which he does. Jenkins, though, thinks about shooting, passes to Mitchell. fakes, gets it over to Jenkins, who now takes the deep three, and Jenkins hits it right in the face of Nordy. And Hotchkiss takes their first lead in several minutes, 34-32. And errant pass there from Boswell. Gets to Bodwin, back to Nordy. It's Nordy, guarded by Mitchell. Nordy finds over, stolen by Amabellino, who's gonna get an open floor, and Amabellino thinks about dunking, but lays it in instead. Smart decision on his part. Here's Boswell trying to push it inside, almost gets it stolen, gets it out to Nordy on the point, and Hotchkiss is now having a lot of success with their zone, up 36-32. As here's Mitchell guarding Karras. Nordy. And Nordy's gonna try and drive in, but gets stopped by Amabellino. Here's Bodwan. Bodwan can't get the pass off, but a lucky bounce, and time will expire on the shot clock. As Berkshire's shot clock expired, a great bit of zone D there from Hotchkiss, is now O'Neill's gonna inbound it to Mitchell with only 15 seconds left and a chance to make this a 3-score game or more. Here's Mitchell, O'Neill, Kemp, Jenkins with a deep three. Jenkins' three won't go, but a rebound by Kemp and a floater, and it rolls in. And time expires, and Hotchkiss will go to the locker room with a 6-point lead, leading 38-32 after trailing by as much as 7 at one point. And we'll see you in the second. Green in, as well as Amabellino rather than Brewster and Mitchell, who started in the first half. And it's going to be Berkshire's ball, after a bit of a question with the jump ball. And now driving is Boswell. Kicks it over to Michaels. As Michaels gets it tipped by Green. And Green's going to tip the ball out of bounds. As here's Boswell. Gets it over to Nordy. Now Nordy gonna set the play for Berkshire. Driving is Boswell inside, but the shot won't go. Off the mark. And it's stolen away by Amabellino after Scott gets it tipped away. And now Amabellino finds Kemp inside O'Neill. O'Neill goes out to Kemp, who kicks it all the way over to Jenkins. Amabellino, Jenkins. And Jenkins finds it back to O'Neill, who almost loses the handle, but gets it back. Here's Kemp inside. Jenkins with a mid-range shot, and his shot won't go. And now driving is Boswell. Inside, Nordy with the big foul from Kemp. But it's going to be an offensive foul. Another nice job from Kemp, drawing his third of the game. Well, Kemp has drawn 3 offensive fouls from Berkshire, and that's going to be the second foul on Nordy. Is now running the point is Kemp. And Kemp passes to O'Neill, who's been money from mid-range today. Here's O'Neill inside to Jenkins. Jenkins gets it blocked by Michaels. And Hotchkiss really hasn't been working these boards that much this whole game. They got most of their points from outside shots. They're now trying to work it a little more as Karras is going to get fouled inside. And the foul's going to get called on Kemp. And it's going to be Berkshire's ball in their Hotchkiss's basket. And if you missed the first half, Berkshire punished Hotchkiss down on the boards for most of the first half, getting all their points down there. As here's Karras with a deep three, way off the mark, and it's rebounded by Amabellino, who passes to Kemp. Green over to Amabellino, all the way across to Kemp. O'Neill thinks about driving, nice around the back, nice pass inside to Kemp. As now Kemp swings over to Jenkins, back to Kemp, who thinks about shooting, and now O'Neill gets the open three. Can't hit it, but a rebound from Amabellino. Nowhere to go, now finds Green, who thinks about shooting but won't. Inside O'Neill. O'Neill drives and gets the layup. And here's Nordy trying to answer for Berkshire. Kicks it around to Boswell. Boswell pushes it inside. That's Scott. Scott back out to Boswell. Boswell with a quick jumper, and he hits it. And Berkshire still trailing by 6, with Hotchkiss leading 40-34. Here's Green, back to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to drive, but a nice defensive move from Karras. Inside Amabelino, and Amabelino's going to get called for the foul. And 2 shots upcoming for him as the foul was called on, I believe, number 15, and that is Michaels, the big man for Berkshire. And now 2 shots for Adrian Amabelino. Give Hotchkiss a bigger lead. And he's going to hit the first one. And Hotchkiss has been pretty good on their free throw shooting percentage here today. Hit almost all of them. As this is Amabelino's second set. And Amabelino hits the second one as well. Here's Scott. Passes it off to Michaels. Michaels gets it tipped away by Kemp. It's going to remain Berkshire ball, but nice job from Kemp. As Kemp has gotten several steals today. Hotchkiss has been playing really good defense ever since they switched to zone. And inside Nordy with an open layup, but he can't get it to go. And the rebound from Amabelino. Nice pass from Amabelino inside Jenkins. Jenkins drives, no foul call. And Jenkins gets the putback. As now here's Boswell. Boswell trying to drive all the way. Can't get the tough layup. As now taking it back for Hotchkiss is O'Neal. Passes it off to Green. Green inside is going to get blocked, but foul called on Michaels again. Now Hotchkiss with the 10-point lead is going to try and lengthen even more. And Green with 2 shots upcoming. And that's another foul for Berkshire and for Michaels, as Hotchkiss is going to bring a couple of subs in after the first shot. As looks like there was a slippery spot on the floor, and the refs are going to wipe it up quick before Green takes a shot. Let's use Green's first shot, and he hits it. Let's use Green's second shot. And Green can't hit the second one. And the rebound is from Michaels. Michaels just gets it off to Boswell, who is guarded by Mitchell. Now Boswell kicks it over to Scott. Here's Nordy. And a timeout called from Berkshire, as they were having trouble pushing on Hotchkiss' zone. They've had trouble ever since Hotchkiss switched to it, and will resume after the 30-second timeout. And here comes Berkshire and Hotchkiss for Berkshire's possession. And taking the point is going to be Nordy. Passes it off to Boswell. Boswell guarded by Green. Boswell kicks it to Michaels. Michaels all the way to Nordy. To Karras. Karras is going to reset to Nordy, who kicks it over to Michaels, who has the open shot at 3, and he hits it. From downtown, as Michaels hits his 3rd 3 of the game. He's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Here's Mitchell for Hotchkiss. Passes all the way over to Green in the corner. And another inside, Boswell. And the block from Green. He's going to be tipped off Nordy's foot. And a great defensive play from Green to make up for his errant pass there, as he was trying to find Amabelino. And Jenkins tried to sub in, but refs called the ball in. Here's Mitchell. O'Neal, back to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks it over to O'Neal again. O'Neal shoots the mid-range shot, and he hits it. And Ryan O'Neal, who's been hitting those mid-range jumpers all day for Hotchkiss, has another on a stat sheet, as Michaels quickly answers with his own mid-range jumper. As now Green calls for it, gets it back, finds O'Neal. O'Neal kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell inside Amabellino. Amabellino finds O'Neal. O'Neal almost takes it. Now he looks inside to Lopez. Lopez can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound, and he gets it in. That's Ryan Lopez with his first points of the game. Here's Nordy, nice pass to Karras. As Karras gets it blocked by Lopez. As Karras waited just a second too long, and Lopez was able to get over to help O'Neal and get the good block. Inside Lopez, and he gets the foul call. Foul will be called on the floor though, so no shots. And that foul will be on Boswell. As here's Mitchell. Inside Jenkins. Jenkins with the tough layup. Can't get it to go. Here's Boswell pushing back for Berkshire. Passes to Nordy. It looks like they're going to get the foul call from Mitchell. And getting it under the basket is going to be Berkshire. Subbing out is Green for Hotchkiss. Coming back in is Brewster for the first time in a while. As setting the inbound play is Boswell for Berkshire. And he kicks it all the way out to Nordy. Finds Michaels. Michaels over to Karras. Karras back to Michaels, who takes another three. This time he can't hit it, but Boswell gets the rebound. He kicks it to Karras. All the way out to Nordy, who takes his three, and he's going to hit it. As now Berkshire trails by 7. Hotchkiss leaving 49-42. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell passes over to Brewster. Brewster looks for an outlet, finds it in O'Neal. O'Neal steps. Now passes off to Jenkins, who gets it over to Brewster, thinks, passes back to O'Neal. And O'Neal's going to swing it back to the center. Inside Lopez. Wide open is Brewster for the deep three. And he can't get it to go, but another great rebound from Lopez. And he gets the layup. As Lopez is controlling the boards right now for Hotchkiss. Inside Nordy, nice move, and he gets the layup. And a great job from Berkshire to answer quickly. Down 7, they need to conserve as much time as possible if Hotchkiss can keep scoring on the offensive side of the court like they are now. Here's O'Neal with the deep three, and he hits it! Ryan O'Neal from way downtown as he gives Hotchkiss their 10-point lead back. Here's Nordy, guarded by Brewster, back to Boswell. And Berkshire has let O'Neal take most of their shots today, but he hasn't capitalized till now. Another tough layup from Boswell as he gets it to go. And Berkshire going back to their old ways of just making tough layups. Here's Brewster, and a full timeout called from Hotchkiss. Leading 8 points with 9:34 to go in the second half, and we'll resume after the timeout. As it looks like Lopez was subbed out for Amabellino during the timeout. As taking it is Mitchell for Hotchkiss. Finds Brewster, back to Mitchell. All the way to O'Neal. O'Neal kicks it to Brewster again. And O'Neal has the basketball again, now kicks it to Mitchell. Mitchell inside Jenkins, back out to O'Neal, almost stolen away by Boswell, but O'Neal gets it in. Mid-range wide open jumper from Brewster as he's able to capitalize and hit it. And Hotchkiss once again with their 10-point lead. Here's Michaels. Gets it over to Boswell. Boswell tries to drive on Brewster. Almost a high pass as Michaels takes the three. Can't get it to go, and a rebound from Amabellino. As at this point, Michaels is just throwing up any shot he can get with Berkshire down 10. And O'Neal has another open three. Can't get the friendly roll, and the rebound is from Boswell. And here's Boswell driving, passes it off to Karras. Karras kicks it all the way out to Michaels, who's wide open from the line, and he finally hits one. As here goes O'Neal trying to reset the point, take things slow. Hotchkiss in control of the clock. Here's Amabellino driving, as Amabellino can't get the layup to go, no foul call. As taking the point for Berkshire is Nordy. Nordy, guarded by Brewster. He slows it down, waits for the play. Here's Boswell. Pick from Scott, over to Karras with the three, and he gets the three in. And Berkshire all of a sudden is only leading by 4, losing by 4. As they're trying to hype the troops up. Here's Jenkins, passes all the way out to Brewster, back to Mitchell. Mitchell waits, finds O'Neal. Dangerous pass to Jenkins, back to Amabellino, who thinks, passes inside to Jenkins, passes back to Amabellino, all the way out to O'Neal, who's wide open for the three. And O'Neal answers. Ryan O'Neal has been clutch all day as Brewster almost gets the steal, tips it out of bounds, and a great defensive effort from Brewster. But once again, Ryan O'Neal has been saving Hotchkiss so far in this game as they have the 7-point lead back once again. And subbing in for Hotchkiss is Kemp once again. And also subbing in for Berkshire is Badwan. Out is Scott for Berkshire. And now here's Karras. Nordy, Badwan, back to Nordy. Inside Karras with the three. And Karras hits his second three in a row as he answers right back. And this game is tight right now. Here's Jenkins, tries to drive, but nice defense from Badwan as Jenkins' pass cannot get handled by Kemp. As now Boswell will pass it to Nordy with a chance to make it a one-score game. Here's Nordy, guarded by Mitchell. Gets the pick from Michaels. Nordy thinks, passes off to Michaels, who takes another three, and he hits it. As Berkshire has hit 4 straight threes, and now they only trail by 1 point. As here's Kemp. Passes to Jenkins, out to O'Neal. O'Neal takes the mid-range shot and is heavily fouled from Badwan. And he's gonna have 2 clutch shots to try and give Hotchkiss a larger lead. And O'Neal cannot hit the first shot, just out. Here's his second shot. And he's able to switch through the second, which gives Hotchkiss just a 2-point lead. Here's Boswell, deep pass to Karras. Karras over to Nordy. Nordy back to Boswell. And Berkshire's gonna completely reset. Here's Badwan, passes across to Nordy, over to Karras. Karras gets the pick from Michaels, over to Badwan. He gets past Jenkins and drives with the layup, but he can't hit it. Gets his own rebound. Inside, tipped away from Amabellino and stolen by O'Neal. O'Neal with a nice around the back move, and O'Neal drives, can't get the end one, but gets the foul. And the 2 shots. As here's O'Neal's first shot. And he hits it, and Hotchkiss has the full 3-point lead once again. Subbing out is Mitchell in his green for Hotchkiss. And they've subbed a few players through pretty frequently today. Here's O'Neal's second shot, and he hits both of them. Some clutch shooting from O'Neal here. Deep into the second half, as Hotchkiss now leads by 4 points, 62-58 with 5:45 left in the game. Here's Nordy, guarded by Kemp. Nordy gets the pick from Michaels. Nordy tries to drive, tipped away by Green. A nice job by Green to get it out of bounds, and now Berkshire's gonna have to reset with only 11 seconds left on the shot clock. As inbounding it for Berkshire is Badwan. Badwan almost tipped away, and it's going to be tipped off the hands of Nordy as Kemp was able to tip it out of his reach, and Nordy instinctively reached up to grab it, and it bounced off his fingertips. And Hotchkiss is going to get the turnover. As here's Green. Green passes over to Amabellino. Back to O'Neal. Amabellino tries to find an outlet, finds it in Kemp. Back to O'Neal. O'Neal drives in, passes back out to Kemp, and he drives in. He takes the tough layup, can't go. Rebound by Green, and Green's able to tip it back. Nice job by Green timing his jumps. And a turnover from Michaels as his pass was too low for Nordy, and Hotchkiss with a chance to get an even bigger lead, leading 6 points, up 64-58 with 5:08 left in the game. As subbing out is Badwan, in is Scott for Berkshire. They have only subbed one player, which is Badwan, throughout the entire game. Nice pass inside to Jenkins, who pushes on Michaels. Can't get the sky hook, but rebounded by Amabellino. O'Neal, Kemp, back outside to Jenkins. Jenkins all the way to Amabellino, gets the open three, was contested. Another rebound from Hotchkiss, as now they're working the boards. Here's Jenkins, back outside to O'Neal. O'Neal, Jenkins with a deep three. Jenkins hits it from all the way beyond the arc. Jenkins is able to give Hotchkiss a 9-point lead. Here's Boswell, drives on Green, and Green's gonna get called for another call. It looks like Berkshire's gonna take another timeout, full timeout, and we'll resume after that. Here comes both teams out. It's going to be Berkshire's ball as they still trail 67-58. Hotchkiss leading with just over 4:30 left in the game. Here's Boswell for Berkshire, guarded by Kemp and Green. Boswell kicks it to Michaels. Michaels inside to Scott. Scott drives on Amabellino, kicks it back out to Michaels, guarded by Kemp. And here's Karras in the corner with a deep three as he can't hit it. And taking the point is O'Neal for Hotchkiss, gets it to Kemp. Kemp drives, kicks out. Jenkins with the open three. Jenkins can't hit it, but a rebound from Kemp. As now Kemp's gonna slow it down. As Green passes to Kemp, back to Amabellino. Inside Kemp, back out O'Neal. Thinks, Green with the three. And Green hits the three. Hotchkiss with its biggest lead of the day, 12 points. And they're on an 11-0 run right now. Driving is Nordy, gets it tipped away by Kemp. And Boswell drove and was fouled from behind, no shot. And it's going to be another foul call on Green, who just hit that big three for Hotchkiss. As no subs from either bench. And taking it is Boswell under Hotchkiss's basket. He kicks it over to Karras. Michaels. Back to Nordy. Scott. Here's Karras. Karras drives in. Karras walks and gets called for the travel. Nice call from the ref, as Karras clearly took 4 steps. And a nice defensive play there from Hotchkiss, as they're going to get possession of the ball back. Still on this big 11-0 run, as here's O'Neal getting tenaciously guarded. Driving is Jenkins, who lost the handle, but gets it back. There's Jenkins. They're going to call the jump ball. There's a bit of sloppy dribbling there, but not going to matter, as Hotchkiss is going to retain possession. As here's Green. Kicks it over to Kemp. Kemp over to Jenkins. Back into Kemp. Kemp drives all the way through. No foul call. He's going to be out of bounds. And a little bit of argument from Hotchkiss's coach, as it seems that did seem to bounce off one of Berkshire's players. As here's Boswell taking the point. Guarded by Kemp. Still Hotchkiss in their zone. Here's Boswell. Gets it over to Nordy. Nordy's going to drive in. Kicks it out Michaels with a deep open three, and he can't hit it. He was wide open. He couldn't hit it. That would have been huge for Berkshire if they had any chance getting back in this game. Here's Jenkins, and Jenkins gets called for the travel. Subbing in is Brewster. Out is Jenkins for Hotchkiss. And taking the ball now is Nordy. Nordy with the mid-range shot. Won't go, can't hit it. Here's Kemp with a nice job to keep the ball in. And now all Hotchkiss has to do is run out the clock, as there's only 2:30 left and they're leading 70-58. Here's Kemp. Gets a pick from Amabilino, who sends it inside. Amabilino gets the layup. And Hotchkiss on a 13-0 run now, and they lead by 14 points, their biggest lead of the game. Here's Boswell. Drives on Kemp. Kicks it back out to Michaels. Inside, tried to pass it, but it was tipped away by Green. As here's Kemp. Just handles the pass from Brewster. Kemp all the way to Green. Back to Kemp. Guarded from Michaels as Kemp drives in. Here's Brewster. Driving is Amabilino. Amabilino tries to get the put-around layup, but he can't get it to go. Driving is Boswell now. Boswell gets fouled and one. And a tough layup there from Boswell. He's gotten a bunch of these tough layups to go all day, but it might be too little too late for Berkshire, as they still trail by 12 points, possibly 11 after the foul shot, which we'll see now. As he's able to hit it. As here's Kemp. Kicks it back to O'Neal. O'Neal with a timeout called from Hotchkiss. And it's going to be a full timeout, and we'll resume after it ends. As taking the inbound for Hotchkiss is going to be Brewster after the timeout. And with only 1:36 left in the game, Hotchkiss leads 72-61 with possession. As here's O'Neal, fakes the pass, now drives inside, and O'Neal hits the little floater layup there. And here's Nordy, driving, trying to score quick for Berkshire, inside Michaels. And Michaels is gonna get the foul call from Amabilino. And it is still not 1-1, so Berkshire will take the ball underneath Hotchkiss's basket. As inbounding is Karras. Karras kicks it all the way to Nordy. Back to Boswell. Boswell drives, kicks out to Michaels, who finds Karras wide open for the three, as he can't hit it. Rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal to Green. Green drives, spins, kicks out to Amabilino. Amabilino now drives inside. Nice layup from Amabilino with the finger roll. As here's Michaels, passes to Nordy, as the clock is now under a minute. Nordy can't get the tough layup. Amabilino. Brewster to Green. Back to Amabilino. As he drives inside, and Amabilino gets the layup to go. As Hotchkiss now leads 78-61 with just 40 seconds to go. Driving is Michaels for Berkshire. Nice pass inside to Karras. And Karras is going to get the M1 call as he waited for Amabilino to come down on his back. Nice IQ play there from Karras, but once again, Hotchkiss still with a 15-point lead. And subbing in for Hotchkiss after. Subbing in for Hotchkiss is Palvogli, who's in for Amabilino, and also Grossman, who's in for Green. As here's Karras' only shot. As he hits it. And now the pass goes to Kemp. Back to O'Neal. O'Neal stops. Steps back. O'Neal still dribbling with the ball, just trying to waste the time on the clock. Here's Grossman, touching the ball for the first time today. Gets a pass over to Kemp. Kemp keeps it in bounds. What a pass from Kemp. As O'Neal inside, gets the layup. Unbelievable pass from Kemp. As now Nordy, with just a few seconds to go, drives in, takes a shot at the buzzer, and he's able to hit it. But Hotchkiss is still going to come away with the win. They win 80-66, and they're going to sweep Berkshire this season. And thank you for tuning in. I am Toby Pooler, and filming is Carter Day, and that will culminate the live stream.